It doesn't matter who you are, what you do in life. It doesn't matter whether you have a lot of money or no money. If there's a national drug shortage, that drug is not available to anybody. It could be one of us, it could be one of our family. There are pharmacists all over this country, like me, who spend hours and hours trying to find alternative therapies for their patients. But when something like a manufacturing line going down here brings about a national drug shortage, there's nothing.
This was really all new to us, this getting down to weeks of supply with no viable alternative. This medication is really the only one that is used for leukemia, and this specific type of leukemia, AML. Without treatment, the patient's life expectancy is on the order of weeks. We're the ones that are supposed to have the answers. We're the ones that are supposed to make things better. The oncologists were looking to us, the pharmacy department, as we don't know what to do whatever it takes to get medication in for our patients. Really, it came down to if we didn't have the drug, by the end of those weeks, we're back to not treating these patients that we have responsibility for. How could this happen here? How could this happen to us? I guess it opened my eyes, not just to our situation, but the things that are happening kind of globally too. Just not being able to access medications, and this happens every day, and how sad that is. I do remember feeling a bit helpless about the situation. We didn't know who to ask. We didn't know where to go. There were really just a lot of question marks at that point.
It was a lovely spring day, and I was at home one morning getting ready for my shift in the afternoon when one of my colleagues called me and said, we really are getting a bit desperate here. So I decided that I would call some of my previous colleagues at the hospital I used to work in England. It was hard for me to try to explain to them that, I'm here in the States and we don't have this drug available. It's not like we're looking at a new drug that hasn't been licensed yet or isn't commercially available. This drug has been available for years and treatment has been very successful with it. We felt that we really had to do the very, very best that we could to try to source that drug. I want to be sure that if I have to turn to my patients and say, I'm sorry, we cannot provide this drug for you, there's nothing more we can do, then there really has to be nothing more that we can do. We have to have exhausted all of the avenues that are available to us. And if that means that we look elsewhere in the world for drug, then we do.
I remember Dee talking about Idis, and I remember just having that glimmer of hope that they might be able to procure drug from somewhere else. There was still a lot of unknowns, though. How can we get the drug into the country? How much is it going to cost? Will the FDA be okay with us doing this? And even if they are okay, how do we do the paperwork? And has anyone ever done this? All of those questions still needed to be answered. But at least we had a place to start and a place to go.
I just were able to find an unrestricted source of the drug in Switzerland. They were not experiencing a drug shortage, and that was important to us, that we didn't create a shortage by buying up stock from countries that were already experiencing those issues themselves. It was crucial that they were able to source the drug from reputable suppliers.
We opened it up and, looked through every single bottle and made sure everything was there, and actually took a photo of all of us, and I think that was just a feeling of relief.
We all sat down and just actually looked at the stack of drug that was piled up on the table. It all kind of sunk in on us at that point. It was a very emotional moment getting that package.
I do actually remember just how excited everyone was at Idis as well that they were able to make this happen too. So there was definitely a sense of joy when everything was said and done. We all felt really good about the job we had done.